First things first, we are recording this on a Thursday. We usually record Thursday nights, so people see obviously Friday, day before. So everything we report is in real time and literally a day before the pod comes out. So as we're recording, we've obviously been on Twitter and all that and checked online, and obviously the Queen has passed away, so rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Let's start like that.
Rest in peace.
Mental. We don't really have to get into it too much because it's a sensitive topic, and with topics like that, you want to give it full justice when you talk about it.
100%.
Now, I'm not the most educated on that, like on the Queen and all, so I won't say anything. Just rest in peace. And
96.
She was 96 years
96.
old. Now, I don't know what that means for the I don't know who will be next.
Will be replaced.
Even though that's probably not even a thing.
Will be replaced.
They're
Will
not
take a spot. Yeah.
Yeah. Will it be a king now, a queen? I don't know. Will our notes change? How the next week is going to go? Will there be a national holiday sort of thing going on?
You said something when we was outside that is this how fall season's gonna start?
Yeah, it's September.
September. And literally
We're recording this, what's today?
climate
September
changing.
8th. So this comes out September 9th. September's just started. Kids are now thinking about, freshers.
Yeah, going back to school.
I'm thinking about how to tackle these next few, the summer's done. Anytime I like to be months ahead. So we're in September, but I'm already thinking as if I'm in December.
Yeah.
So if this is how it starts, mental. The way the next week, 2 month, however days are gonna pan out, we're gonna see.
Find out, yeah.
We're gonna see.
I
But
definitely know that there's gonna be a moment of silence. I don't know when.
probably as the people are watching it on the 9th, tomorrow, which is basically today you're watching. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. 96 is a beautiful age to go.
It's a long life.
It's a long life.
Long life. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, yeah.
Should we move on?
Yeah, let's move on. I was still shocked, I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
'Cause I honestly thought not going to lie, I thought with her status and with everything that when I say status, I mean, because obviously she's the queen.
Yeah.
And obviously they have the finest of everything. So the finest doctors, but not the finest
Her
doctors.
health was already crumbling. Before, when it was reported, like however long ago, she managed to get through it. So even earlier today, when I was like reading about she's under medical supervision and all that because doctors saying they're concerned or whatever, I didn't think this would happen. I thought, okay, for the next few days, she's not well. The severity of her illness, I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't read on these things.
To be honest, I don't find out until actually something pops up on my phone.
Yeah, like
everyone's talking about it.
Everyone probably knows what's caused. I don't know. All I know is that I just read the headline, and now she's passed away. So rest in peace.
Rest in peace, man.
To the Queen. Moment of silence. Let's continue.
Facts. Let's go.
I want to talk about a couple of things today. First thing I want to talk about is because these are things I'm experiencing, right? How important is it to get to know yourself so you understand who you really are as a person? So when you engage with others, you're engaging knowing that, okay, whatever this person's on, I'm on, but I'm confident enough to go and do this, and it could be anything, go clubbing, whatever, yeah? But especially as an adult, and this may be like a never-ending thing, because I don't know if you're really gonna always, because we're 26, bro.
Yeah.
God willing, long life.
Amen to that.
But in 20 years' time, we're not, I don't know anyway, but you're not really going to be thinking about what you was when you like trying to figure it at 26. You're going to have those thoughts, but in 20 years' time, life is going to be so different that like we're 26. We're not thinking about what we were doing when we was 5, 6.
No.
So when you're 40s, yeah, maybe you would think about what you're doing in your 20s, but life would have changed so drastically by then.
And even at that age, it's a thing where you're not just thinking about yourself.
No, you probably have kids, wife, all that stuff.
Kids, your own family, your own businesses that you're running.
Yeah, complete different headspace.
So you've
much more grown, way more matured, I hope, and life will just be different. Do you get it?
I get it. I believe it's very important. It's very, very important that
Yeah.
you know yourself. Because at the end of the day, you come to this world by yourself, you will leave by yourself.
Facts.
So it's, some people are at that stage where they are fully confident and they know themselves 100%. But with me personally, I know that whatever I thought last week, this week will be completely different.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And oh my God, I'm so glad you said that, because a couple episodes ago, whatever, I said something about a topic, and people are hitting me up like, it's mad you think like that, all this, all that. And I even said, yo, like, my view might change.
Yeah.
I even gave a disclaimer. My view might change. I'm still getting attacked.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Whatever I thought with that episode about going to your ex's funeral, guess what? My view has changed. Okay? Yes, she can go. And it's not even a thing of, yes, she can go. Your ex has passed away. It's not a question. Go. You need me there, cool. You don't need me there, cool. Like, yeah, like,
You feel me? Yeah,
we can change as humans.
That's basically life. Everything's changing. Nothing stays the same.
And again, my view, and that's not to say, then you're not really fixated. Shut up. One. And two, if I want to change my opinion on something, then guess what? I can.
I love the way you say shut up.
Yeah, and
Like,
with
be-
face.
Yeah.
In it, shut up. Okay?
Take that, be quiet. That's it.
Be quiet, because it's not you, it's me and my thoughts. The world is changing every day. Last week I didn't do, today the Queen's passed away. I didn't think that a week ago. Life is, do you get it? Like, it's constantly doing whatever life works on life's terms. So life will do whatever it wants to you.
Nicely said.
Right? Doesn't matter how great or bad it is. It will do whatever it wants to you. So with that being said, yeah, my views are constantly changing. And I can openly admit when my views on many things in life are changing. And some of the things that we witnessed even out like today, there's no rules to life.
You literally,
There's no
I was just about
rules.
to say that. There's no rules to, however life is, you handle it the best way you can.
handle it how you deem to fit you.
Because a lot of people can give you life lessons and tell you that this is how it should be, but that's worked for you.
Yeah, there's no book on how to live life. Once upon a time, I was very fixated and very one way, and life needs to be like this and life needs to be like that. Guess what? Today, I'm not that person. Because life has shown me certain things, drastic or not. It has shown me things where I'm like, Z, who are you to think this and only think this? Who are you? Right?
Do you know how much can I say self-awareness you need to have just so that you can actually put yourself.
Oh my God, I have recently so much self-awareness, and it's a good thing because it's just making me even more open-minded than I already am. I'm very open-minded. It's just made me even more open-minded, and we're in different times. When our young siblings or when our little cousins, whoever's little in the family grows up, life's going to be so different that who are you to say this is wrong? Like, no, this is their time now. And life has changed to the point where the decisions they make, hopefully, which are good decisions, if not, we are there to support. But they're going to make decisions and do things that suit them. A lot of jobs we have today didn't exist 10, 15 years ago. So there's no rules to life. No rules whatsoever.
You even saying that I think what you've just said now, more parents can relate to that, or parents can.
I would love for them to relate to
like,
that.
you know, like they can
Learn from it.
learn from it.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because they've had that moment in time where they've gone through stuff that we're going through now, but it's not the same.
It's not the same.
They can obviously give you advice and tell you, no, this is what happened in my time. This is how I dealt with it, and I understand that. But right now,
It's different.
It's different.
It's different. You need to be outside. And again, when I was having all of those views, I'll be honest, I was outside, but I wasn't outside as much as I am today. Like, I went through a period where I weren't really outside. Post-COVID, I weren't really outside like that. And if I was, it would be, like studio, this one other location, and that's it. We used to go to like the same 3-4 spots.
Yeah, literally.
And that's it.
Literally.
Like, especially 2021.
Wouldn't be a thing where
and summer 2022.
Just head straight there and you already know what's
That's
going
it.
down.
That's all life was. It was the same routine day in, day out, whether it be work or going out. We used to hit the same. Today, I'm outside. I'm here. You're.
More is a good thing because you're getting an understanding of the way
Life is today.
life is.
Yeah.
You're not just in your home, that's the four corners, that's it.
That's
nothing enters in, nothing goes out.
No.
When you go out, your eyes are picking up on all this information subconsciously, consciously.
Yeah.
And however you take it, you will understand it and deal with it.
Yeah.
Life it's even when we're talking about on the other pod with all these kids behaving the way they are. Back then when we were their age, bro, it wasn't like that.
We was probably on some. Well, I mean, I was an ugly little kid that didn't get no girls and didn't get anything. So my version of that was like different. But life
Way
back
different.
then was way different. That we can look at it today, how these kids are behaving, and think, oh, but yo, that's their reality.
That's yeah.
That's their reality.
Right.
And we can say what we want. Guess what? Tomorrow is a new day. And whatever their reality is, it's their reality. Our words aren't going to make a difference. So the reason why I want to talk about like why it's important to get to know yourself is because like recently I've been getting to know myself a lot more and understanding what I'm into, what I'm not into, what I'm willing to compromise. And it's really important to know what you're not willing to compromise, like your boundaries. Because at one point I had no boundaries. What, you want to go? Let's go. What, you want to? Cool. What? Let's go. What? It's 11 o'clock. You've just called me. I'm in bed. Yeah, but let's go. Say less. I'm
go.
there. Today, bro, I'm in bed, man. Like, you should have called me a bit. Like, but actually, no. Today I might still wake up. But I didn't have boundaries. I was very like,
off the goose.
let's go. Yeah. Today, getting to know myself and what I like and what I dislike and all that, and I feel like that's like a non-stop journey. You're always gonna trying to figure out who you are.
I feel like now you're paying more attention to it.
Yeah, and that's something you're gonna go on forever. You're always gonna try and really find out who you really are and all that stuff, right? Because we're always changing. We're constantly evolving as people, but as an adult, man, it's so important because I know where I'm not. Like today, once upon a time I didn't. Today, I know where I'm not wanted. Back in the day, like I used to go to places, people didn't really want me there. I didn't know that. I'm still there vibing, whatever, cool. And then days later I'd hear this person was saying this about you. Right? Today, I'm able to assess my surroundings way more because I've always been very analytical in that sense to make sure I'm good. But to the sense where, am I even wanted here? And if I'm not, it's not a bad thing. They just don't want someone like me here.
Which is totally fine.
Calm.
There's no forcing it. If this doesn't work, then it doesn't work.
Yeah, you lot don't want someone like me here, bro. It's not that deep. Calm. And when we went to go watch the Anthony Joshua fight, for example, after the fight, whatever happened, I knew, Z, whatever's about to happen, no one actually wants you there, right? So what did I do? I left. I said, you gonna be good?
Yeah.
Calm. I'm out. And then on the way home, I was like, you know what, that was a good thing because I could have easily just sat there, intruded, and not got the message. But today I have so much more self-awareness where if I'm not wanted there, I'm out.
You know when you say like you're not wanted in a certain place, that I've did for a very long time because I can pick up from how the person's communicating with me and what we're talking about and just off that vibe. So in that sense, if I know everything's flowing and I know, you know what, this is a nice conversation. I'm getting to know you, you're getting to know me, then it can flow. But then when I feel that vibe change swiftly, like you're just forcing yourself for the sake of it. Yeah. Then I know
because you don't want to say, excuse me, leave me alone.
Yeah. You thought, you know what, this was a lovely chat. I hope to see you sometime, and then dip. Say it however you want to, but It is very important to know yourself.
Do
I feel
you
like that's a
think
big
today
thing.
like you know who you are as a human? Because I'll be honest, I don't. I don't know who I am.
I want to say I do, but it's next week I might have a different view, and I might deep within myself that, you know what, damn, is this really what I like? Is this really what I dislike?
Yeah, because even that sometimes, really understanding who you are, you might not like who you are, and that's a very harsh reality you have to face.
A very harsh reality, but
Especially if you don't like who you are. Harsh reality, harsh awakening. You better act up on it. But
it's like you've accepted it if you don't want to change or if you don't want to sort it out.
yeah. So you're saying today, like, you don't really know who you are. I don't.
Honestly speaking, I would say no, I don't.
No.
I don't. I know who you know who I am. You know who I. It's hard.
Yeah, no, we don't literally mean like I don't know, like when I look around, yo, who's this guy? Oh, is that
Like
you?
you know,
Yeah, not like that.
I know within myself who I am, but then everything's changing.
It's constantly
Everything's
changing.
changing.
One
Like
day you
even-
might like this, next day you don't.
Even with like being so close with my family and our opinions are very different. I could disagree with my mother or my sister, but then maybe 2 weeks down the line, I've gone through a situation that they're talking about or that we were discussing, and you know what? Okay, now I understand why they were telling me about this or why they were talking to me like this. So it's a thing where it doesn't always stick. It's just changing.
Yeah.
Nothing's set in stone.
Yeah, and it's just, and I know I always keep emphasizing about the age thing because man's only 26. You get that? We're not old, bro. We're just 26 years old. Just 26. It's not that deep, but it's
young.
important because. Side note, some girl at work, she was like, if you keep working too hard. Side note.
Yeah, side note.
By the time you hit 25, you're gonna be an old man, and I was walking off. I said, wait, what? By the time I hit what age? By the time you hit 25, excuse me, I'm older than 25? No, you're not. Like, laughing. That's my what's
Well, little girl voice or whatever.
she didn't sound like that, but in my head, that's how she sounded
like.
Yeah. So I'm like, cool. Say less. I come back to where I'm working, and I said, no. Hey, come here. Let me talk to you. Come here now. Stop. Just come here. Let me talk to you. Hey, what did you mean by that? Because I'm a big man. No, you're not. That's what they all say. I said, excuse me? I'm a big grown man. That's what they all say. Hey, laughing. I'm like, so how old do I look then? Don't take the mic to whoever's watching.
Oh, you're going to have to take the mic.
Calm down. I'd rather you don't have a view at all. To people watching, I'd rather you don't say anything.
What age did she give you?
21.
That's way off.
Do I look 21? No, be honest. I know.
No.
How old do I look, bro? No, realistically.
Realistically?
Because I even get ID'd for Red Bull. I'll be honest. I know.
Till this day?
Yeah. And I don't know how.
I've never brought my ID out.
In Co-op. That's my local store, innit? So
Yeah.
that's where I go. But I get ID'd in Co-op.
I would say 20, 23, no less.
What?
23, 24.
24 can run. 23, that's a stretch. So she was like, in the end, she's like, all right, you're 26. But if you're 26, you're basically 30. I said, how did we get there? She was like, she was like, because round it up to the nearest 10.
Allow it.
I said, oi,
Allow
we've
it.
got 4 more years, yeah?
Yeah, come on.
Watch your mouth. Now, I wasn't saying it. I was joking around. But yeah, side note, innit? Like,
You're crazy.
when we was at 26, I was
You're
like,
crazy.
I remember this happened. I was thinking, nah, man, like this is happening too much. And yeah, it's a compliment, but in certain situations, it's offensive. It's offensive. Like, I'm gonna leave it as that.
I knew
in
what you were
certain
going to say, but
situations,
I'm glad you left.
It's offensive. So let's move on.
Knowing yourself.
knowing yourself. It's a journey that's gonna just always.
It's an endless journey.
It's always gonna exist.
And even you saying that, I'm always going back to family because, you know, you spend time with them and you see how they've changed over the years. Even with family, you can see how they're changing. You know, they're not still things that I'll say me because I'm the wild one in my family.
Yeah.
Things that they didn't agree with that I do, they kind of they've eased up a bit.
Right.
Because you know what, they're not gonna be with me every day.
No.
I've even told them, and this might be jumping off topic, but I've told them, you know, even though I love you, and my love for you will never end, but you can still have your own opinions and you can still do your own thing, and I can still be here and
Do your own thing.
do my own thing. You know, we
Yeah.
don't have to be set together on opinions or on differences or just on life.
Mhm.
It's eye opening because you learn.
So what, your mum and sister?
Yeah.
What month are they born in, by the way?
So 2 sisters. First one January, the other one December. Mum June,
Right. Okay.
May.
Okay. So cool. The reason why I asked that is because like with me, my dad, and my brother, we're all Aries.
All of you.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
we're all my brother's March, but at the start of Aries, and me and my dad are April.
Okay.
So
Oh, that's tight.
we have a lot of conflict sometimes based on certain discussions. Like we're very opinionated people, right? So sometimes discussions turn into arguments, and I think it's because of we're the Aries thing, and it's like, you know, they say, well, if you're born in Aries, you're this, that, right? And I don't believe in it, but outside looking in, it's like, all right, because like these guys are born, and you know what they say about horoscopes and all that, rare. So,
Which I don't think is 100%, but there's some
No.
things.
no, but yeah, I
Plays a
disagree. I disagree with my family quite a bit. We agree on a lot of things. We disagree on a lot of things, but that could change.
Yeah.
You know, you're just constantly evolving. I do think though, after a certain point, whether you're still trying to, what time is it?
Like 2 minutes.
Okay. Although you're still getting to know yourself, I still feel like you need to have like a fundamental base of what you represent or stand up for. Like you can't getting to know yourself. Yeah, it's gonna be a journey till probably the day you pass away. But you need to at least know what you stand up for, what your base is. Like I'm getting to know myself today, but for the past 15, 10, however many years, I've always known in life what I want to do. I've always known in life what I want to do, and how I want to live my life. That's it. That part is set in stone.
Set in stone.
I've known what I want to do as a career, all of those things, how I want my life to go. Cool. It's the living part.
I think that when you even talk about this topic, it's the living part that we all focus on.
Yeah, because again, I'm outside, so when I'm seeing certain things, I'm like, is this what's going on? You're receiving information, and whatever you do with that information is whatever you do with that information. But it's helping me live a certain way, meaning as in it's making me even more open-minded, and it's helping me with certain opinions. And again, like we were saying before, there's no rules. Well, I mean, you obviously got to follow the law and all that, rare, but
I'm glad you like brought this topic up, because us growing up together, it kind of allows me to understand how you are right now. You feel me? Because we're being vocal about what's actually talking about it.
Yeah.
So even with me, I can see you changing every day, bro.
Yeah, like
I can see that you're not the same as you was.
No,
before.
like someone might say something, and a year ago I would so disagree. Today, okay.
You know what? Yeah, I understand. You know what?
I don't agree with it, but let's talk rather than, you know what, yeah? Nah, shut up. I don't agree with nothing you just said. Furthermore, you're an idiot.
I love the fact that he actually displayed it like that, because that's how it actually was.
Like, wait, what? Is that what you think? You're a div.
Whoa.
You don't know nothing about life. Hey, go sit in your room. You're useless. Yeah, that's how it was.
Yeah, you were cold.
Today,
you were cold. You're more willing to listen.
I understand.
You're more. I can say this now.
And that works for you. Cool. This is how I do things, and we can find a common ground or agree to disagree. And right after we're done, oh, do you fancy getting to McDonald's?
Facts.
Rather than be like, bruv, get up and get away from me now, because that's how it used to be.
No, I remember.
Move, man.
I remember.
Who thinks like this?
What's it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Different heads would be turning like, oh, there he is again.
Yeah. And it was too strong.
What's one advice you would give the viewers? Like just one advice that you've learned or that you've taken.
Live in the moment. And I love this, and I actually want to get it tatted, because one of my favorite podcasters says this all the time. Life is a series of moments, and moments pass. So let's make this one last like it's the only one we have. Do you get it? And on that note, people, thank you for listening.
Wonderful.